Hi, my name is Randall Loy. You've reached me on the Infertility Channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to start with a question, and this question is from Josephine from Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Well, Intercourse is a real place, and it's a great place to be for all of you. But the only intercourse I know about really is Intercourse, Pennsylvania. It's Amish country, and the only people having intercourse are the Amish. But let me read poor Joseph. Where's Josephine from, really? Long Island. Hilarious. Good one, boys. Okay, so a little bit about her question. I have read about the baby mills of India. Can you tell me a little bit about those? What Josephine from Long Island is referring to is gestational surrogacy. And the kind of gestational surrogacy practice in India and in the Russian Federation involves embryos being sent to India or to Russia, or eggs and sperm being frozen and sent to those places, and there will be a host uterus. In those cases, Indian women are the carriers of your baby. They have no genetic contribution to the situation. They are simply growing and feeding your baby, if you will, delivering those babies in hospital, and you go over and pick up your baby. Now, there's more and more competition for those young ladies, and more competition to get healthy women who are not exposed to diseases, and those women are housed in good housing. They have obstetrical checkups, and they then deliver the baby, as I've said, in hospital. Now, the cost for doing that in India range from about $10,000 to $30,000 US. That is a fraction, just a fraction of the cost that you would pay for those same services in the United States. Many of those so-called baby mills even include round-trip airfare to and from the United States or the UK or other Western countries. Again, it's a way to save money, but there certainly have to be some ethical questions raised. Among them is exploitation. At what price? Or coercion? And also, do we or does anybody have the right for somebody to carry our babies for us in such a fashion? There are many others. I'll leave those to you. A couple words about gestational carriage. Usually, it involves a woman whose uterus has been removed, maybe because of previous disease or cancer, maybe a congenital uterine birth defect, where she cannot carry her own baby. We do that quite commonly in our clinic. The bottom line with gestational carriage is that the mother who is hosting the pregnancy is not genetically involved. Remember the previous episode with traditional surrogacy, the carrying mother is genetically involved. In other words, her eggs and her uterus are being used. Here, with gestational carriage, only the uterus is being used. Now, once again, as with traditional surrogacy, it is important to have legal contracts drawn up, and it is important to set parameters. In other words, some women will say, hey, I'll have one embryo transferred, but not two or three. I don't want to carry twins or triplets. We had an interesting situation a few years ago where the mother was 46 and she had a 22-year-old daughter. The mother had remarried, and the husband of the mother had a sperm-related issue. So the mother was nearly postmenopausal, and her daughter, from prior marriage, donated eggs to mom, and they needed ICSI, the direct sperm injection, so that embryos could be made, and then the embryos were transferred into mom's uterus, and she delivered a baby at age 47. So that is one form, I guess, of gestational carriage, where the real social mom is the grandmother, so to speak, of her baby. Well, there are a lot of different ways to do this, as you can see. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight today on gestational carriage. And I look forward to seeing you next time here on the Infertility Channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to share this video with your friends and subscribe to catch all new episodes each week here on the Infertility Channel. Plus, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I love hearing from you. Comment below or tell me what you want to see on future episodes by sending me an email to comments@infertilitychannel.org. Until next week.